We're talking to Robert Hurley and Carolyn Sauer, both of the Hella Corporation, about driver assistance technology. Those technologies that are going to lead to self-driving cars at one point. Carolyn, start us off with just kind of a broad view of what this is all leading to.
Well, the driver assistance functions have a multitude of functions that can be applied, and we can work with our OEMs to develop specific packages for different vehicles depending on the segment or the vehicle applications.
So, and you say special packages, that could include braking intervention, it could be blind spot detection, all sorts of things. Can you kind of go through a little list of what some of those are?
Yeah, I think Rob can actually probably best go through some of those functions.
Okay, let's talk to Robert Hurley. Tell us about the variety of different driver intervention things there are. Lane departure control, for example, is something that some people are familiar with, not others.
That is correct. Our primary focus is on 24 gigahertz at this time. We also have 77 in our product portfolio.
Now, before we go on any further, let's talk about the difference between those two.
Okay, so what our standard radar system provides is blind spot detection, which is right near the vehicle. It does a lane change assist up to a Class C, which is over 90 meters, which really is the ultimate driving experience for the highway conditions that you'll see in the metro areas and congested areas. As well as the rear cross traffic for parking lot simulations, for parking lot areas when it's very difficult and challenging. Your rear view camera takes a portion of in the direct line of sight, but the radar system, as well as other functions for the advanced driving experience, what we're seeing is the fusion of all these different technologies to really bring us to that ultimate driving experience where it's, as we're getting to the autonomous driving, we're taking a step-by-step approach to do so. We also have trailer assist or trailer blind spot that is in development as well, because often we find that the trailers have concerns as well with the blind spots. Have their own blind spots. So our goal is to enable that in the trailer applications as well.
So essentially, there's a camera that's a sensor, or a radar.
It's a radar system.
Radar system that's a sensor, and then that's tied into a system that will alert the driver, basically, either audio or haptic or some other.
Right, and that's quite customizable to the OEM specific. Okay. Some do it with an LED in the mirror. Some do it with the seat as the vibration or the haptic. The possibilities are quite endless. It depends on how creative the OEM wants. We provide the signal, and the signal can be used in the various applications.
Now, Hella's developing the entire system, the hardware and the software. Is that correct?
That is correct, and the majority of the innovation comes in software and the feature development. We have some very experts focusing on the antenna and the design of the radar system, but have to be tailored and customized for the application. And that impacts the antenna design, but most of the innovation comes from the software and the internal mechanisms that make it work.
So now back to that part of that original question. This is leading us to self-driving cars, is it not?
It is, and that is the first driving experience where we're tracking the signals, but the human in this phase is still under control. But as we've already indicated, the braking system, when the computer is now taking over, when they have enough reliable signals, and that's the primary difference between the different bands and the technologies. The convenience-based systems that we have offering now with the 24 gigahertz systems don't provide the granularity needed for the autonomous driving, and we will progress through the 77 and perhaps another higher band as we move forward for parking assist that we're doing now primarily with cameras. There's ongoing investigations with 122 gigahertz systems to aid in the parking assist, and really combine all the sensors that we have on the vehicles now into a smart system.
Wow, a lot to think about. One more question. What system are you leading into that we've never heard of before?
Well,
or did I put you on the spot?
I don't think we can answer that question.
Darn.
Yeah, I don't think there is one.
There are things in the works.
There are definitely things that we're working on that I think it's a combination of all the different technologies. Okay. As no technology is perfect, They all have their strengths and weaknesses. What we really are focusing on is bringing those all together
Right.
into a common, and to minimize the number of sensors on the vehicle now and utilize them for their strengths.
Yeah, integrating them all is going to be the key. Robert Hurley and Carolyn Sauer, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.